So I really enjoy doing these college football breakdowns, y'all. Getting a little bit more familiar as I don't watch these games, but I gladly break them down so y'all can view. You see Texas throwing up them horns. Now, they put this trending, okay? Even like after the game was played. You know what I mean? You see December 5th on the article, but they popped it up there right at the top, even though the game was played, right? So the game on this is Texas and Georgia, okay, and this was Saturday, so that's Saturday the 7th, right? The article, like I said, is the 5th, okay, but it popped up trending like the 8th, even though it's kind of a pre-game article. So they say number 2 Texas goes for a title in its first SEC season, but must get by number 5 Georgia. Okay, and that wasn't the case. As you see here, they fall by 3 points to the Georgia Bulldogs. And you see Saturday, December 7th, the score 22-19. It says Georgia's ranked number 2, Texas ranked number 3. Both their records seem to be identical there. I see 11 wins, 2 losses for both. Now, I'm trying to figure out these bowl games. When I ask Google, it says the Bulldogs will be the 96 conference champion to play in the Sugar Bowl. You see that right there? That says 18 hours ago. Now, when I ask about Texas, it says the same thing. All right. Right here. Maybe somebody can clarify that in the comments. If not, it's whatever, right? Maybe they have 2 Sugar Bowls. I don't know. But it says Texas makes its first college football playoff appearance in program history on New Year's Day, facing Washington in the Sugar Bowl. Now, when I look at ESPN, which may be a better source over here, it says All-State Sugar Bowl to be determined versus Georgia. All right, so maybe we just, oh, look at this. Now this says Clemson at Texas. Okay. So what bowl game is that? It says it gives us a stadium. It just says Saturday, December 21st, Clemson versus Texas. All right. So maybe that's not determined yet. I don't know. But you see Saturday, December 21st, Clemson at Texas. All right. So maybe I'm not aware of that situation. But anyways, it shows Georgia to be in the Sugar Bowl. I guess we're just going to roll with that for now. And I'm going to show you these slides that I have, but let's read a little bit of this. And this should be fairly simple and once again undeniable. So and again, I don't know how much of this article I want to read because it's kind of like a pre-game. So I mean, let's just see what it says here. Texas wasted no time making its presence felt in the mighty Southeastern Conference. In their debut as a member of the powerhouse league, number 2 Longhorns posted the best regular season, earned a spot in the SEC championship game Saturday, which they lost. Not a lot of teams can go into a league their first year, especially the SEC, and get a chance to play for the championship. Texas running back Jaden Blue crowed, okay? So their running back is Jaden Blue in an intriguing matchup between the brash newcomer and a stellar member of the old guard. Um, Texas, they were 11-1, so now I guess they dropped to 11-2, right? 7-1 in the SEC, number 2 college football playoff. Will face Georgia, 10-2. So Georgia picks up the victory, and they both land on 11-2. And this game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 2 days ago, the Bulldogs are playing in the title game for the 7th time in 9 seasons. I want to note that because that's 79, right? So maybe we come back to that and see if a 79 hits. And I have like I think like 2 or 3 Georgia Bulldog breakdowns already, even the prior game against Texas. And I have a couple of connections showing how the stories synchronize, right? And we'll look at that a little bit as well. But the Bulldogs playing in the title game for the 7th time in 9 seasons under Coach Kirby Smart, who has won a pair of national championships and established Georgia as the dynasty everyone else is chasing. I want to look at let's look at this running back. Let's just pull him up real quick and then we'll get into the slides. Let's just see. Maybe he's got like the 7-9 birthday. You never know, right? So we'll paste that right there. There he is. Okay, he's got the January 8th birthday, Texas running back. Interesting last name, Blue. So he's got the 1/8 birthday. He's 20 years old. Football running back for the Texas Longhorns, born in 2004. Now we're in the year 2024. And y'all are going to have to let me know if you're aware of this, because it says right here, Sugar Bowl 2024. But then it said Georgia's in the Sugar Bowl. So, you know what's interesting is his name's Jaden, and you see how he's got J in there? That rapper, I hear he hit the trending headlines big time yesterday. Y'all can look into that. I'm going to hesitate on saying all the names. And Jaden, look at the last 3 letters. You get Don, okay? And you can make that connection. So that's interesting. And wow, that's amazing, because then you get the last name Blue, like Democrat Blue. You know what I mean? That's interesting, right? And then you get Don in his name, which would be like the elect, right? With the Republican red. So that's a nice connection, and that's just on the fly. And that's really what I do here big time, is I hit on the fly like that. Okay. And then, we have slides. And this is the last breakdown here on Georgia. They rallied to beat Georgia Tech in 8 overtimes. So we have that there. And then I have this game. Georgia knocks off number 1 Texas. There's the last meeting, I guess. You see that? 30-15 right there. Okay. And I might have one other one too. Was it I think it was like Georgia who beat Florida in what was it called? Like the world's biggest cocktail party or whatever. Actually, I think I do want to pull that up just to verify it. And shout out to y'all. We'll get into it here shortly. Early AM here in Arizona, but let me see if I could pull that one up real quick. Here it is right here. And we have Carson Beck, who was featured in this one. You see right there? So 3s look pretty big here with Georgia. Carson Beck overcame a 3-interception game to lead Georgia over Florida in what they call the cocktail party. right there. So 3, right? And then they beat Texas in this current game 2 days ago by 3 points. And I just showed you this other breakdown where Georgia knocked off Texas, I guess the last time they played. Look at that. And they had 30 points, like 3, right? And look, the running back had 3 touchdowns even. What the hell is his name? Trevor Etienne, I think was his name. Anyways, and he's got a brother, I think, named, yeah, Trevor. I think he's got a brother named Travis, but look at all, you get 3s there. He's got 3 touchdowns again. So, okay, I'm comfortable with getting into this now. And you see right here, okay, so they give us the pregame article. Now I'm going to come with a little bit of a breakdown. And we're still unclear about that Sugar Bowl thing. But, that could be besides the point right now. I'm basically here to do this breakdown. And check it out. So you get, look how Longhorns equals 50 in the reduction cipher here. Okay, letters are equivalent to numbers. This is a code. All right. You get numerical values, as I state, connected with these letters. And it's amazing when it lands. And of course, it's going to land again because you see Georgia ranked number 5 and they beat the Longhorns, right? Longhorns equals 50. Okay. And you see 50 is like 5, right? You see the 5 right there. And even Texas Longhorns in the ordinal cipher, 191, you see the 19 as they lose, scoring 19 points. Okay? And this is from one of those breakdowns with Trevor Etienne, running back for Georgia. Okay? And you see how I had the 191 there in that breakdown. And you see how the 19 is going to kind of follow this team here. Okay? And I think the 19 is going to connect with both teams as I go forward. But you see, with the old breakdown, we hit on the 191 with Texas Longhorns. And that game, that was the last time against Texas from what I'm seeing here, okay? But look at that. Look at Trevor Etienne's birthday, running back for Georgia. Look at that. His July. Ooh, there's the 79. Ooh, there it is. Look at his 7-9 birthday. That's O.J. Simpson's death date, by the way. I should have chose my words differently there. But anyways, look at his birthday. This last birthday, the 191st day of the year. And, Texas Longhorns 191. So look, I mentioned earlier, let's see if that 79 hit, and there it is right there. So Trevor Etienne, now let's pull him up, and then let me show you the 79 again. Trevor Etienne. There he is. And you see the 7-9 birthday. Now when we go back to our article, this is amazing, okay? Look, it's still highlighted right there. The Bulldogs playing in the title game for the 7th time in 9 seasons. So that's amazing. And as I stated, O.J. Simpson took the permanent diet, right? He went on a permanent diet that day as well, okay? And time flies. I don't even remember. Was that this year? I think that was this year. Time flies though. So that's an amazing connection on the fly right there. So back over here. This is how we do it, okay? So back over here. So you see how the 19s are landing, okay? And they continue to land because Georgia had that big 8 overtime game over Georgia Tech, right? So this is another overtime game here, all right? And look, overtime equals 109, like 19. Okay? OT equals 19 in the reverse cipher. The game is on a 19 numerology. 12/7, right? December 7. 12 plus 7 is 19. And look at the running back for Texas had 19 carries. Quinn Travion Wisner, or Wisner, however you pronounce it. And even you see how overtime in the reduction cipher equals 44, just like Georgia. Okay, and I think I stated that in the Georgia Tech 8 overtime game. And of course, 4 plus 4 is 8. That was an amazing breakdown as well, right? So another overtime game here. You see right there, final and overtime, 3-point victory. Nice, right? Okay, so we go forward. And this game was in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Mercedes-Benz Stadium equals 109, like overtime. Okay? And again, 109 is like 19. Okay? How about that? And it says the series record, Texas leads 4-2. Just interesting. Okay? And another 19 because I guess that last game, you see Georgia's running game versus Texas defensive front. The Bulldogs handed the Longhorns their only loss when the teams met October 19. You see that? And that's the game that I just showed you where Trevor Etienne had the big game. And remember, his birthday hit with the 79. And he's also born in 2004, like the year 24, like that guy named Blue. All right? So amazing so far. Using a strong running game led by Trevor Etienne in that 30-15 victory. And remember, Texas equals 15 as they scored 15 in that loss. All right. So not faring too well, even though this was a closer game. Georgia looks like they have their number. Using a strong running game by Etienne. But Etienne seems unlikely to play after missing the last. Look, you get another 3. So threes seem to be huge with this character as we stack another 3 on. Missing, unlikely to play. Oh, okay. But he did play. Okay, he did play though. You see, we got his stats right there: 16 carries, 94 yards, 2 TDs, which is pretty decent. So again, they give us the pregame article, even though the game was already played. Okay, so I'm here. I got y'all's back. Unlikely to play, but he plays, and you get the 3 again. Etienne can't go. If he can't go, Georgia will rely on freshman Nate Frazier. And he was all over that last breakdown as well. He was basically that whole breakdown with the 8 overtime game against Tech, right? So they have Roderick Robinson as well, who missed most of the season with a toe injury before returning last week's 8 overtime victory. Oh, okay. So he returned against Tech. But look, the focus, you see the 19 again. And even Carson Beck, quarterback for Georgia, look at his birthday. Okay, and I took this from one of those breakdowns as well. Easy money, right? I don't encourage gambling, never have, never will. Okay? Because these numbers are going to connect either way. Right? What I mean by that is it's almost like it's a script where you pulled either team could win. There's going to be connections there. To me, it just goes hand in hand with the fake world. This code is undeniable. And you see Carson Beck, the 11/19 birthday, like 19. Okay? And even Carson Beck in the ABC 123 cipher equals 91, right? Which is the 19 reverse. Okay? So big time undeniable with that. I mean, anybody can do that. 26 letters, A is 1, Z is 26. And then we just have the reverse cipher right there. You see with OT, very simple, right? It just reverse with the alphabet. Again, anybody can do it. And then we have the reverse reduction cipher reduced at Q with alphabet going in reverse. Q would be the 10th letter. You start reducing to single digits, right? Add the double digits, reduce. That's it. And then just forwards with the reduction cipher. Okay? So, and just to show you how this crosses over, all Texas related, Texas with the loss, look at this. Remember, not this last World Series. That's interesting that it was Dodger blue, right? And then we got a running back blue on Texas here, I think is what they said. Jaden blue. But look, remember, not this last World Series, but the prior World Series before that. Texas defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks. And look, the 119th World Series. Okay, so you see how this crosses over into this Texas-Georgia game with the 19s, okay? You see that? Right? And American football quarterback for the Bulldogs, Carson Beck. And he was a part of 2 national championships as a backup in 21 and 22. Okay, but you see how the 19 keeps landing. And notice how Arian Smith, right here, Georgia, 5 receptions for 41 yards. Okay? And look at the total score, 41 points. 22-19 Georgia over the Longhorns, okay? And wasn't there a number 5 ranking in this game? Let's see. He had 5 receptions for Georgia. Look at that. Georgia going into the game ranked number 5. You see that? Right there, number 5. Okay? So nice, right? You see how it lands? Okay? And I guess now they're ranked number 2, I guess. And they got 2 losses. You see that? Okay? Easy money. And a couple more slides here, but you see how great this lands, okay? So look, read the title. Number 2 Texas goes for a title in its first season as an SEC member facing number 5 Georgia. So I guess Texas falls to number 3 now. But look at that. Okay? Texas equals 69 like title, right? Even though they lose. Southeastern Conference. Southeastern equals 69. This game in Atlanta, okay, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta equals 69. And even title equals 66 like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Even though they lose, you see that connection there, okay? Undeniable. And this is from that big game Trevor Etienne had against what was it? Against Texas, right? The last time? And you see the look, that game, remember earlier they let us know on the 19th. But look at, and he returned and had a decent game here from what I'm seeing, 94 yards, but look, running back equals 66. And there's that Texas 66, which, you know, here's the new slide. And you see we connected it back then, October 19th with that game. Look at that. Okay? That's Kirby Smart's birthday, December 23rd. That game was a 66-day span from the game to his birthday, start to end. Do you see that? Okay? Amazing, right? Okay? That's amazing. Okay, and that's the thumbnail, right? So easy money, y'all. Easy money right there. Nice and easy. Hopefully I'm recording. Holy crap. But you see that? That's how it works. So we now the only question is that Sugar Bowl. I'll ask Google again, and something may be going over my head here. What bowl game will the Texas Longhorns be in? See, it says Sugar Bowl. It straight up says that, let's see. Let me read this again. Texas will be making its second college football playoff appearance in as many years after earning the 3 seed in the 23. Okay, so this was 23. Well, why does it say 12 hours ago? You know what I mean? And look, you get that 3 again. That kept landing with Trevor Etienne, Georgia. Right? So there's that 3 again that syncs up here with Texas. And Texas was involved even in that 30-15 loss, 30-3 with the last time. So the 3 seed in the 2023 college football playoff. So why does it say 12 hours ago though? If that was supposed to be 23. Okay, so I guess we're probably going to be right with this ESPN article where it says Georgia is in the All-State Sugar Bowl. And then when I scroll up again, Clemson at number 5, Texas. Right? So did Texas fall again? Because now they're 5 right here. And then when I pull this up, back to the slides here, I guess it just adjusts as other teams are playing, I guess. Because then here they have Texas number 3. And then they were number 2. And then Georgia was 5. So that's what it is with these numbers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if some people like how the college ranking system is. I don't know. But anyways, that would be a topic for another day. And even 6 plus 9 is 15 there. Okay, and remember Texas equals 15, right? So nice. Let me just go back to the article again and just see what they're talking about in the article. I appreciate everybody, okay? So adding more fuel to the fire. The Dogs handed Texas its only loss during the regular season, and we already went over that, and we have that prior breakdown in Austin back in mid-October. Georgia and Kirby have been the standard in college football. Longhorns coach Steve Sarkisian. Look at that. That's amazing. Steve Sarkisian. That's the coach for Texas. S is the 19th letter of the alphabet. Can you believe it? Well, it's a fact. You get the double 19s there. That's how you know everything is a code and it all begins with the language. And you see how the letters and the numbers get along very well here, okay? Georgia has got the heart of a champion, and you see it time and time again. I'm not going to read all of this unless I see a 19. I don't see anymore. But amazing, okay? That's amazing. And I'm just going to briefly go over those other slides with the other breakdowns real quick to just see if something else pops. Here's the 8 overtime game. Let's just see if any 19s hit us as I just quickly go through it. And you see Nate Frazier was all over that game. And that was amazing how that all landed. Y'all, that's on. You just got to scroll back. Oh, that was, yeah. Look at that. Georgia Tech had the 19 all over it too. Georgia Tech in that loss to Georgia, 199 like 19 equals Georgia Tech. And Nate Frazier, age 19. And we already hit on that OT equals 19. And there's the Carson Beck, 11-19. So that really, okay, look at this. You see the 96 right there? Nathaniel Frazier Jr. for Georgia, and his birthday leaves 96 days in the year. Well, look, we had the 96 right over here. Look at that. The Bulldogs will be the 96 conference champion to play in the Sugar Bowl. Ooh, and you get in its 91-year history right there. And 91 is the 19 reverse. And what was it with Carson Beck? Carson Beck equals 91. Holy shit. You see how we do it? So we're exposing everything here. We're exposing everything here, okay? And here's that other breakdown, the 3 touchdown game. And let's just see what else is in here. Amazing, right? Oh, that connection with Travis Scott. Travis Etienne Jr., I guess is his brother. And we did all of these are on the channel, Daily Decodes 81.2. Okay? You're watching it right now. Nice, right? And then we have this other one we can just quickly pull up. This is where the work pays off. Just to see if any other 19s pop out. Let's see. Aiden Warner. Another 3 right there. All right, so I think we're good. And you see, this is how I do it, right? This is really how I do it. Okay, I got all of this work. It's all put in already, okay? So I think I'm comfortable. We can end it there. The only question, I guess, is what's going on with well, we got the opponent, right? We got the opponent, Clemson at Texas. We got that anyways. Okay? I don't know if that will determine what bowl game they go to. I'm not 100%. Somebody let me know about that. And what happens if we put Sugar Bowl in the calculator, y'all? Let's see if when we put Sugar Bowl, because that would be great if like a 19 landed, wouldn't it? It doesn't have to, but let's look. Look at that. Sugar equals 66 and 69. Okay? And we had, look at that, Title 66 and 69. Texas 69, Southeastern 69. 66-day span with that last loss Texas had against Georgia from start to end when you run it with Kirby Smart's birthday. And you see all of that running back 66, right? So very nice. And that's just with Sugar. Okay, and let's put Sugar Bowl. And that 33 I think lands as well somewhere. Sugar Bowl 37. Well, that lands over here, doesn't it? Sugar Bowl equals 37. And look when we pull this up. This right here. With this last breakdown. With their last game. Look at that. Trevor 37. Georgia 37. Trevor Etienne 73. Georgia Bulldogs 73. That last Georgia-Texas game, 73 and 37 numerology. On the day, leaving 73 days. You see that? You see that? When Sugar Bowl equals 37? Okay? What do you think about that? And we probably get more right here. Carson Beck 37. You see that? And wow. Was that game on the 307th day of the year, leaving 37? Yes, it was. Look at that. We pull up previous breakdowns and we expose the code. Okay, so I thank y'all for being here. I didn't want this to go that long, but I made it very simple for y'all to see. Okay? Very simple, right? So you get the updated breakdown, and you get what? 3 prior breakdowns, and you see how it all lands. There's always more, okay? And I'm not perfect, but we'll leave it at that. I appreciate everybody. Number 2, Texas. Well, at the time, we'll just go right here. We'll just go right there. So, the 3-point loss, Texas to the Georgia Bulldogs. As it appears, the Bulldogs headed to the Sugar Bowl. And, Clemson plays Texas December 21st. And we'll see how this all develops. Okay, I appreciate everybody. Until next time, peace.